Hey guys, it's Melly and welcome back to my gaming channel, which is currently dedicated to all things Twilight and Sims FreePlay. Today I'm going to tell you the story of Jacob and Renesmee's wedding. So we're going to throw it back a couple of years. The Cullens have returned to their home in Forks, Washington, after having to relocate due to the fact that they weren't aging and people were starting to notice. The reason for returning was because of Renesmee, whom they had unwillingly left behind with Jacob to live on the La Push reservation. Since Alice couldn't see any visions concerning the wolves, the news that Renesmee and Jacob had secretly been married on the reservation was a huge shock to the Cullens. It wasn't like Renesmee could invite them anyway. No vampires were allowed on the reservation because of the treaty, of course. Renesmee was the exception, since Jacob had imprinted on her. However, that didn't stop the pushback and discrimination she had to face from the elders of the Quileute tribe. After much persuasion, Alice had finally managed to convince Renesmee to have a second wedding that everyone could attend. And naturally, Alice wanted to plan the entire thing herself. She wanted to have the wedding somewhere out of town, away from the suspicious townspeople, and she wanted to make it an extremely glamorous affair. After all, she had planned Edward and Bella's wedding, and that had been a huge success. Renesmee, being the humble hybrid that she was, wanted to book a local venue, the same venue where her maternal grandparents Charlie and Renee got married. Alice had scoped out the venue and was appalled by how dated the place looked, even though she was practically 100 years old herself. She decided to make a generous but anonymous donation to the venue and convinced them to start renovations right away, just in time for Jacob and Renesmee's wedding. Once the renovations were complete, Alice still had to book a time and remain on schedule with all of the wedding preparations. And with the rise in popularity of the new and improved venue, not many spaces were open. After a lot of begging and bribing, the supernatural bride and groom-to-be had finally been booked in. So throughout the venue, you can see that I've stuck with a lot of the newer decor and furniture pieces. So that's from the Holiday High-Rise event, Sim Chase events, and the Wedding Presents live event. And for the walls, I used a lot of the Placid Blue and the tan Scandinavian stone wallpaper. So I used the long black sliding doors. They're honestly my new favorite doors to use. And as you can see, when the bride is getting ready, she can just slide the doors open and get some nice fresh air and natural lighting. So for Renesmee and Jacob's wedding, it is a teal sort of navy blue theme. So a lot of the guests and the bridal party will be wearing those colors. And as you can see, Alice is wearing one of the teal bridesmaid dresses, and Renesmee is wearing, I guess it would be like a light baby blue for her dress, and it has the lace on the top. It's very similar to the bridesmaid dresses, but she wanted to be sort of understated. While Jacob and Renesmee are thanking their guests, I'll take this time to introduce the parents of the bride and groom. To the left are Renesmee's parents, Edward and Bella, and to the right are Sue Clearwater and Charlie Swan. Charlie is sitting in for Jacob's father since he refused to be at the wedding. As much as he loves his son, he still isn't comfortable with the whole interspecies relationship thing. And in addition to his twin sisters, Sue Clearwater has been like a motherly figure to him ever since his mother died in a car accident when he was 9. So for the groomsmen of the bridal party, the best man is Embry Call, who grew his hair out, and he's Jacob's best friend, and along with Sam, Emily's wife, Sam, Emily's husband, Quill, Seth, and I think that's it. I forgot about Jared and Paul. They were also sitting at the table, but they were more so guests rather than groomsmen. And now for the foreign friends that help protect Renesmee from the Volturi, and they hold a special place in her heart. So right now she's speaking to Tanya and Kate from the Denali Coven. Then we have Zafrina and Senna from the Amazon Coven. And my personal favorite, Benjamin from the Egyptian Coven, along with his wife, Tia. Introducing the bridal party, the maid of honor, Rosalie, who helped care for Renesmee while Bella was in transition, and she's the closest thing to an aunt that Renesmee has. Also Alice, another one of her aunts, and Leah Clearwater and Emily Young. These two women stood by Renesmee's side when she moved to La Push, and they made her feel at home. So here's a clip of Renesmee dancing with her parents, her husband, and her uncles. So flash forward to present day, Jacob and Renesmee are enjoying the married life. And they're also enjoying their twins, Raven, Jalise Black, and Rylan, Emily Black. And if you haven't guessed already, Renesmee takes after her mother when it comes to naming children.